Well, good morning. Today is October 24th, 2014, and I'm already late. It's 3:45. This is it. This is my big shakedown for the AT prep in March 22nd, 2020, and I'm finishing the Benton Mackay starting today. The plan is to go to Poco, where I left off last time, and then start there to Fontana Village or Fontana Shelter, and then from there through the Smokies to Davenport Gap. So, who am I? Why am I here? That's me. I'm just a guy that, thought this would be something cool to do, to test myself, to push myself. I love being out here. But Magellan, I'm not. Because I just came around the power line and followed it in the most logical path for about a half a mile, and then realized that I was going through somebody's backyard. Turned around and went the other way and went, oh, get my head out of the clouds and find the blaze. So now I'm going up. Kind of wish I was still going down through a backyard. Oh man, I'm not out here to discover myself. Yeah, I guess learn something about myself, sure, but I'm not lost. I'm here to test myself, push myself, and enjoy myself in the process. Now it's just a matter of, seeing what I can do. And I think seeing what I can do means going up that hill. Guthook says come to what's left of an old metal tower, one of the 18 wonders of the modern world. Or, 18 million wonders of the modern world. Somebody on Facebook, I posted that I was going to be doing this, and they said bring water because there isn't any. And they weren't lying, there isn't any. Man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Can't see anything, but it's beautiful. Just stopped, had my little lunch, and then get started again. My shoes are doing okay. I had a pair of Anu boots, and I don't know if they were made by Teva, but I believe they're owned by Teva now. And they finally wore out. I had those for the whole other part of the BMT. But last time out I lost 3 toenails instead of the 2 usual toenails, so I thought it was time to change them out. They were getting to be a little soft, but I can't find them anywhere. And I know everybody uses trail runners, so I thought I would get trail runners. I do have a pair of Ultra 4s, Lone Peak 4s, that are okay. But I started suffering from bursitis and tendonitis in my foot, and I thought it was an old fracture that I had. And I went to the doctor, and he said, no, stop wearing those shoes. But I did buy a pair of insoles for them, and they seem to be better, but they're still don't give me the support that I need. So I bought a pair of Topos, not sponsored. If anybody's asking, my whole 3 subscribers, I'm not really worth a sponsorship, but anyway, so I got Topos. They were rated pretty high last year. These are the Ultra Ventures. So they have wide toe box. They do have a drop. They're not zero drop shoe. And I would put my inserts in here, but I forgot them. Like I forgot my watch, and I forgot my good luck charm, and I forgot my belt, and I'm sure there's something else that I forgot. But anyway, we'll see how they do. If I don't fall off this lookout rock. Look out! Look out! I was wondering why I ate, one whole tortilla, 2 chunks of cheese, and like 4 slices of salami, plus drank 16 ounces of water. And my pack feels heavier. And then I looked at Guthooks, and it showed me a couple of feet off the trail. I don't mean like off sideways, I mean above the trail. So I guess, what is that, like kinetic potential? Is that potential gravity, potential weight? So is that why I'm heavier? Because I look like I'm further off the ground? I think that's the only thing I can figure. Who knows? That's possible. I'll have to consult Hawking. Wait, he's not here anymore. Who? Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's the guy. I need to get hold of him. So, hey, here's a tip for you. Here's a beginner's tip for you. If Guthooks ever shows you above the elevation, it's because you're not on your trail. Yeah, I just walked like 2 miles. Clearly says Green Gap, Benton McKay heads off to the north towards the dam, and then another trail heads off towards the east. And me went off towards the east. Found a pocket knife. A case knife. Somewhere. Where's that? Let me dig it out. Wait for it. Wait for it. There. Look at that. It's a little rusty. It was laying right in the middle of the trail. Like, more weight. Well, what do I care? Pack it on. Pack it on. So, there's what's left of an old water tower. I watched Neil deGrasse Tyson one time explain the bands. Like, you can figure out something by counting the bands on the tower. The separation, how far apart they were. I forget what it is. It might have been something like how many gallons or something. More bands on the bottom, the higher up it goes, because of the weight of the water. If I'm not mistaken. Math. I can't even find myself on a well-marked trail. Here I am trying to tell you something about math, physics. I was levitating off the trail. That's all you need to know. I can do that. Just call me sensei. Alrighty, campers. Day 2. Got in last night to the Fontana Shelter. They call it Fontana Hilton. There was about 2 or 3, 4 guys in here last night when I got here, and then there ended up being about, I don't know, 8 of us, 9 of us in here. I'm the last one. Shocking, I know. Huge surprise for me to be the last one. That right there. See that right there? That means my shirt's on backwards. Without a mirror, I'd have never known that. See, the trail provides. Fontana Dam and Overlook Gift Shop. You got to go through that to get to the other side of the dam? The Lakeshore Trail, also affectionately known as the Benton McKay. I need a permit out here. Fortunately, I have them. I'm a good citizen. Sean's a good boy. Or maybe that's as far as I got. As you can see from the color of the sky, the only thing sunny today is my disposition. This is Eagle Creek. Oh man, it may not look like much to you, but it's a castle to me. Oh. Been walking for I don't know how many miles in the rain now. Drenched, everything's drenched, but we're gonna take care of that right here. I got my secret weapon, my chamois. It'll take every drop of water out of this. Day 3. How do I look? The biggest thing I have to deal with today is what am I gonna wear? Because my underwear are wet, my pants are wet, my shirt is wet, my undershirt is wet, my raincoat is wet, my socks are wet. It rained till 4 o'clock this morning. So my tent is an MSR Hubba Hubba. No, I'm sorry. My tent, oh. My tent is a Hubba MSR NX. It hasn't leaked on me. It's been a pretty good tent. It's got plenty of room for me and all my housekeeping. Sorry, it was all wet last night. I could easily get my pack in here as well. It has one pocket. It has the vestibule. It has the one zipper. One of the things I don't like about it, it has a vent that you can open up, but there's no way to get it from the inside. There's no zipper on the passenger side. It does have a pocket that I could carry my stuff in. Overall, I like it. I stay dry in it, so. All right, 9:42. It's about right for me, isn't it? Leave no trace. 11 point something miles to go today. Guthook shows a few ups and downs. Sergeant Rocks shows it pretty flat. So, well, I got to the Cascade and a pretty little, water fall, trickle, cascade. And then just started climbing up. And I'm like, how high do I got to climb? And I go to look on Guthooks and I'm levitating again. This is what I find. So, there's a cemetery. Julia Ann Ballard Mitchell, wife of James Wesley Mitchell Sr., 1845 to 1912. First girlfriend I ever had, her name was Ballard. Her last name was Ballard. I always felt bad. I was a young, stupid kid, and I didn't treat her very well. One of my regrets, you say not having any regrets in life, but I've got a few. Some things I'm not proud of. But you live and you learn, I guess. You try to do better by the next person, I guess. That's what it's about. Well, let me walk back down this hill I just climbed up to figure out where I went wrong. Well, there you have it. Right there. Back on track. I needed to go that way. See, when I started, I was not on my horse, so I went that way. But now I'm back on my horse. I have to go that way. There, I just read Bill Bryson's A Walk in the Woods, and he talked about, I think his name was Chicken Bob or something. That it took him forever to get anywhere because he kept getting lost. Chicken Sean. All right, I'm gonna have a successful dinner. I've already washed up a little bit. I'm having ramen noodles. With some bacon, with some carrots, and some beets, and a little bit of olive oil for some extra calories. I've got my fizzy lifting drink, and I'm purifying my filter's getting kind of clogged and getting a little worn out, so it's not flowing very well. I probably should have changed it before I come on this trip, but I do have the tab, so I'm cleaning my water with the tab, so water will be done about the same time the chicken will. So. Here's my tent from the outside. I don't know if I showed it to you yesterday. This is the first time I've had it completely staked out, although it's not completely staked out. I got one side, but I like it, fine enough, you know. Not sponsored by anybody, again. I'm not sponsored by anything. My wife is my only sponsor. Oh, this is day 4. Of course, I think it's a Sunday, but I'm not really sure if that's true or not. It rained pretty good bit last night. Boy, what a difference getting in your tent set up and ready for bed before the rain comes than walking in your tent for 10 miles in the rain and then getting in your tent. Able to keep everything dry. Oh, what happened? I can't see. This is why you check your shoes in the morning. One of the things that I started carrying a while back was a chamois for sopping up water. It's just a half sheet. I bought it at Car Place or Walmart or something like that, but I love it. Other thing, little Mylar space blanket, or whatever they call them, survival blanket. This cost me a couple of bucks. I've got holes poked in it. It doesn't tear anymore. It's tough against the sticks and everything else that goes on the ground. So look at that. Somebody even brought the kitchen sink. No telling. Bring all kinds of stuff when you know, the first time that I kind of ever went out, I did car camping a little bit, you know, and then a quarter mile in, and then I think the first time that I went out on this trail, I was carrying an REI 40 liter flash, and I had about 80 liters of crap. You know, I had a canister stove, not a canister, an MSR stove with a tank, and you pump it. I bought that way back in '96. That's a whole other story. And I had another REI polyfill bag, warm, but bulky. And I had a 2-person tent, a marmot. I got it from Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was made for Dick's or something, which is why I bought it. But it was, I forget, it's like 5 pounds, and it rained. So it was 10 pounds on the way out. That was a newbie experience, I can tell you. I think I did a total of 20 miles or something, 20 some odd miles in and out, you know. Went in and came back to my car. But yeah, I was brand new. I'm still brand new, you know. A couple years later, now on this long hike, just finishing this up. Learned a lot, experienced a lot, but I don't carry the kitchen sink anymore. I can tell you that. Graffiti in a tunnel? Shocked. Hi there, how are you? Hey, how are you? It's tunnel vision. Some lady says, I can hear her. She's just walking in as I'm getting towards the end. She says, it's a shame they have to write graffiti in it. I said, lady, they've been writing graffiti in tunnels since the days of Rome. I know, but some people just want to see the world burn. Well, shit. Hey, I'm not even levitating, but came all the way up this little thing, no horse, right? Thinking, and not to be obtuse, but there's dead people everywhere. I can find them. I can't find a campsite to save my life, but I can find lost remains. All right, last video before the day dies and my battery. There you go, right there. You can see it, right? You see that, can you? Horse, right? That's where I go, right? That's where I go. Because I go that way and I don't see anything. And I'm tired of walking. And I'm thinking, okay, well, let's walk. There's a signpost up ahead. What does it say? Oh, look, Campground 63. Oh, yeah, look. Firewood, bear cave, creek, fire pit, moron.